The CMA looks for new ways to share important market information. That is why we've partnered with Termoplastic FBM to provide CMA members with insight into sustainability of cookware accessories and the push for this important topic in the industry overall. FBM is a world leader in the production of handles, knobs, and accessories for cookware. The company offers the market a vast catalog of its own items and produces exclusively on the specific needs of its customers. The undisputed quality of its cookware products is distinguished by the FBM trademark present on all its items. In this podcast, we learn about sustainability in cookware. Once again, we're focused on thinking outside the pan. And for this topic, we're going well outside the walls of any vessel. Sustainability has become a critical topic to all industries. It is important that we take care of and give back to the planet. And to do this in cookware and bakeware market takes dedication, as there are many levels to be considered. No longer is it just about recycled packaging materials and a little logo on your box, although that's still important. It goes beyond that. It's about the fittings, the factories, and everything in between. Today's guest shows us what they're doing to make sustainability real and doable in today's market. Welcome. My name is Fran Groesbeck, and you're listening to What's Cooking with the Cookware Manufacturers Association. Today, we are excited to have Paolo Canciani, CCO-Sales Director at FBM. In this podcast, we will explore FBM's new line of sustainable handles and how other companies can contribute to the eco-friendly movement. You can find out more about FBM at fbm.eu and, of course, the CMA at cookware.org. Hi, Paolo. Welcome to our podcast.
Hi, Fran. My pleasure.
How are you?
Very good, thanks. Thanks for having the opportunity to talk about sustainability.
Such an important topic,
definitely.
And it's really exciting to see what you guys are doing. Before we jump right into it, if you could just tell our listeners a little about yourself and FBM.
Oh, yeah. Let me say FBM, it's a leader in production of accessory for cookware, and we are based in Italy. It is a small group because we have also other factories in Brazil, Mexico, and China. We are producing since 60 years now. So a very, very, very important target. And I'm the sales director. So I'm in this business now since more than 15 years. And so we know each other since many years.
Yes, yes, we have. And it's so great to see a company like yours. You know, sustainability is becoming such an important topic globally, every market, everywhere you turn. And we face some unique challenges. So I'm really excited to get into this topic and how you and FBM are addressing this. So let's jump into, do you think sustainability is a dominant trend in cookware right now?
Oh, yes, it is. We know that new trends about sustainability in the cookware industry are emerging and running fast. Over the past few years, there has been an ongoing tendency in consumers' interest in environmentally friendly and sustainable goods. This created a high demand for various categories of products. The result is that more sustainable products are taking the lead, and there is no doubt that sustainability is a hot topic, and that it is not just a trend, but a new mindset that is changing our way of living. From international political strategies to everyday consideration, it is not likely to leave the public eye anytime soon. A study recently conducted by Design Research showed that 81% of people interviewed said that they are more likely to purchase a houseware product if it communicates in its packaging sustainability credentials. Surprisingly, the same study also showed that only 23% recalled having seen labels of houseware products that indicated that the item was manufactured with environmental sensitivity. This means that even though consumers are interested in buying sustainable houseware items, there is a clear lack of strategy to communicate environmentally friendly and sustainable products by houseware companies. These open up to important opportunities for marketers.
That is so true. And it's very interesting, that study. One, Design Research happens to be another partner of CMA, so it's great to see them mentioned here. It's really interesting that only 23% have recalled seeing anything about the sustainability measures of the product. And it really is important that the marketers out there listening to this start to find a way to communicate that. Do you experience differences in the developments of cookware with sustainable contents around the world?
Oh, yes. Let me say, in the world of cookware until 2019, sustainability was treated mainly as an evocative concept, and companies often focus on the use of aesthetical features to recall sustainability. Nowadays, we are seeing a real innovation in terms of product with content that propose a new value proposition. From our experience, Italy has been the first market to develop and promote cookware products with sustainable features, offered with differentiating manufacturing contents. This is coming from the fact that Italy has a strong panel of manufacturing companies that firstly invested in the adoption of recycled aluminum in cookware. Following, this trend evolved rapidly in all Europe, where demand is now growing very fast, and many retailers are looking for pots and pans with planet-friendly contents. Nowadays, we are seeing that the United States are also evolving quickly. An interest in offering a cookware with real sustainable content is now a reality. From a manufacturing perspective, Far East is also moving, probably pushed by the demand from European or US brand owners and retailers.
I agree with that 100%. We see in the US retailers creating entire teams dedicated to sustainability. That's their whole job, is to make sure that the supply chain at every step is sustainable and doing the best it can to uphold sustainable efforts. So how can a cookware manufacturer, brand owner, or retailer develop a planet-friendly cookware collection? What do they have to consider?
When developing a cookware product, you have several elements you can play with to deliver planet-friendly advantages. Elements as the pod material, the internal and external coatings, the accessories, labeling and logos, packaging, and advertising. These are all key elements that offer you the possibility to raise the bar on sustainability. In addition, it isn't advisable and not even ethical to proclaim a green or sustainable product without first studying the main regulation governing this issue with respect to your country. And second, developing solutions that allow you to follow and apply this regulation. Often this can translate into voluntary declaration, technical plans, and action. All in all, my suggestions are to familiarize yourself with sustainable product regulation and respect them, focus on the pod's key elements and accessories when developing eco-friendly cookware lines, and finally, to make sure that your product's appearance, packaging, and marketing material communicates sustainability.
Excellent advice. I really appreciate that you brought out the ethical issue with greenwashing, being really careful. It's become like dishwasher safety. People just claim green and environmental on their packaging. The thing is, when something is done misleading, it affects all of us. It affects all of cookware, because then when it's found out to not be true or not be completely true, or some missing component, again, it reflects on the whole industry. So if we all do our due diligence to do this correctly, the 3 points are spot on, where know your regulations, go through all the components of the product, but then also make sure you're telling your story, because that's, I think, a missing element that goes back to the 23%. You could be doing all the right things, but if you don't tell your story, no one will ever know.
Correct. Yeah.
So how can the members of the market, again, the brand owners, the manufacturers, the retailers, add value to an eco-friendly concept of cookware through the accessories?
We believe that cookware accessories are such an important element in defining a cooking experience, and that they can really make the difference in consumer choice, since they are the only element we interact with during cooking. When it comes to accessories, handles, side handle, and lid, and knobs are relevant and substantial components of a cookware. Therefore, they can give a strong advantage and distinction if you decide to use sustainable ones. In this sense, choosing the right handle manufacturer that can provide and guarantee real and communicable sustainable content, together with quality and certification, becomes a crucial factor.
This is a really interesting point, because our market, especially in the US, is moving more towards quality over price. And what you bring out about a handle is so true. You buy it on look, you buy a piece of cookware because of quality or construction, but that handle is the number one component that helps you interact with the pan. So you're very connected to it once you buy the cookware. To know that the handle which is this significant part of the experience, is sustainable, not only functional, but sustainable. And to know that who you're buying it from, when I talk about product developers and retailers, is doing their due diligence to be sustainable, makes all the difference with telling that story to the end consumer. It's incredible. FBM recently launched a new sustainable line of handles called Ecosystem, correct? And what is that exactly?
Yeah, correct, Fran. Ecosystem is a new collection of cookware accessories that reduce the resources and emission through the employment of recovered material. This line also lowers the use and consumption of artificial chemicals, which are replaced by natural materials from sustainable and verified sources. Ecosystem combines thus natural and regenerated materials from the recovery of product wastes.
Wow. That's incredible. And that's where the whole story of sustainability is now. It's not just about the material itself, but it's this idea of using I love the idea of regenerated materials and the recovery of product waste. That's exactly where this topic is headed. Why did you decide to launch a sustainable line of cookware accessories?
Here in FBM, we started a corporate social responsibility plan with the aim to define and communicate the importance of all the social aspects of our business strategically. Our why is to innovate and to evolve responsibly to increase the emotions and the well-being of people cooking. And we do this by creating accessories that can make people's cooking experience always better all over the world. For this reason, Ecosystem is born to reach the heart of people who care about the environmental aspects of the product they buy, that are excited by new ideas to cook with products that are planet-friendly for a new well-being in the kitchen.
I love that you use the word well-being there, because this is something we've been talking about in the US, the topic of wellness being more than just your personal health and diet. It's also about wellness of the planet. It's a complete and total wellness. What you have to remember is every detail counts, and paying attention to the handle, paying attention to the metal, to paying attention and really making sure it's not just buying something that claims to be environmentally friendly. It's making sure you're buying from a resource that is environmentally friendly. What are the benefits of recovering materials?
But the action of regenerating or recovering material allows several benefits. First one, to create a new product, to preserve the environment and reduce the amount of wastage, to save limited resources, that's definitely an issue, to reduce the use of raw materials, to lengthen the material lifetime, and to encourage activities of circular economy. We invested in an internal process to recover and regenerate production scraps. Once this step is complete, the material can be reintroduced into our production process. We are proud that we are able to lessen the amount of waste products that our facility generates, and with this process, we can give new life to a material that otherwise would have been wasted.
That is an incredible step you've taken. And as we delve more into the sustainability topic here at the CMA, I hope others follow your lead in taking that step.
Hopefully, yeah.
How can a company choose to use sustainable accessories like Ecosystem and strengthen its position in the market?
Ecosystem gives the opportunity to create a new line of cookware with sustainable elements other than pot material and coating. By adding Ecosystem accessories, a brand gains the opportunity for storytelling about extended material lifetime by using recovered material, what we have spoken before, reduce the consumption of artificial chemicals replaced by natural elements from sustainable sources, guarantee international standard of quality and safety, meet requirements of mechanical strength and thermal resistance for cookware, and at the end to enhance the cookware line by using sustainable accessories validated by an external third party, that is SGS, a leading inspection and verification company.
It is a very well-known testing party here in the US as well. Are there any frames of reference on regulations that must be considered to develop a sustainable line of cookware?
In Europe, there are standards that identify common frame of reference for environmental labels, statements, and self-declare environmental claims. In the US, I know that the Federal Trade Commission created the Green Guides that are designed to help marketers avoiding and making environmental claims that mislead consumers. Moreover, when you offer eco-friendly cookware in your product line, you are impressing upon consumers that you are a cookware manufacturer that embraces the idea of being environmentally conscious without having to sacrifice quality. For this reason, it is fundamental not to underestimate the importance of following regulation and to respect main standards in terms of cookware safety for mechanical stress, thermal resistance, and so on.
You mentioned the green guides, and that's very important on the US side for our listeners to pay attention to. Many people don't know they exist, actually, and they have caught some companies by surprise when consumers have challenged their claims. So it really is important to learn what regulations are out there. And to our listeners, if you ever have a question on that topic, feel free to reach us and we can help you find out what the right and most updated information is on that topic. So, Paolo, having natural and regenerated material in a cookware accessory, can it compromise the thermal and mechanical strengths of the handle?
Not in this case, not in an ecosystem collection. We achieve to develop material that combines a thermoset compound that is made for at least 50% by natural and regenerated material. This was developed based on a deep analysis of how a cookware accessory could appeal to consumers who wanted a green product while still incorporating the characteristic of air resistance, mechanical strength, affordability, and compliance, of course, with international regulations.
To have a product that's so critical to the cookware construction, that still functions the way it's supposed to function, you're not giving up anything, and it's truly sustainable, this is truly revolutionary for what we've seen in the past. I'm so impressed, and I'm so glad we could talk about this today. And just to let everyone know, FBM is now a CMA member. So you know that they're dedicated to quality and making really good, solid products in this industry. We're so happy to have them. And this just proves why you fit so well with the CMA family. This dedication, this product, this thinking outside the pan, it's incredible. And I hope you'll come back more to tell us what's going on and what's new. And
thank you, Fran. It is my pleasure. And I think it's always an added value to share information and discuss about our industry. And above all, when we are speaking about sustainability, that is a topic that is touching every one of us also in our normal life, let me say.
I agree 100%. This has been really awesome, Paolo. I thank you for joining me today. We will definitely do this again. And that's a wrap. You've been listening to What's Cooking with the Cookware Manufacturers Association. Thank you again to our guests for joining us today. My name is Fran Groesbeck. We are recording this podcast for the Cookware Manufacturers Association, and you can find my contact information and more at our website, cookware.org. You will find this podcast and others in the members section of the cookware.org website, as well as on iTunes, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Stitcher, and many more. At the CMA, we can't say it enough. Our members are our number one priority, and the association is a proven, valuable resource giving our members access to our exclusive engineering standards with a long and trusted industry history since 1922, timely statistical reporting, resources for retailers, and the best members network in the industry. And of course, important information on topics critical to our industry via our podcasts like this one. Stay safe, be well, and happy cooking, everyone.